My name is Catherine Cooper. I am a district elementary music specialist here in Sanger Unified. I'm also the director of Kidmunity Music, which is a community music program in Central Fresno. I've loved music since I was a small little kid. I used to spend my days singing and dancing, making up my own songs, and spending hours listening to old LPs on my mom's record player. My main instrument is my voice. I'm also a dancer. I play some piano, guitar, ukulele. I'm learning the trombone. I play a lot of percussion instruments. What got me into teaching music was actually my work in community music in Los Angeles. I did a lot of music outreach. I worked in South Central Los Angeles and helped to run a music outreach program through the University of Southern California. And I really experienced how rewarding it is to help children realize their own potential through music making and through art. My mom was a special ed teacher for 40 years, and I saw what a difference that she could make. And it wasn't until I got to work with some teachers in San Francisco and down in Los Angeles who showed me how magical and inspiring and creative and fun it could be to make music with children and to make the children's music, that I really decided that that was what I wanted to do. The most valuable things that the children learn in my class have nothing to do with music. It has to do with the lessons they learn about themselves, about their own resilience and their own gifts and their own creativity, their own language skills. Language is one of the ways that we understand and can express the music that's inside of us. And so helping children unlock language that will become a tool for them to use to compose and improvise is essential. The fact that they can come to me as second graders, some of them speaking only Spanish or being in a school setting for the very first time, and they can walk into a music classroom and be physically with me in this space and be successful and be celebrated. You can just see the light in their eyes as they realize, I know this, I understand this, I understand about moving my body and feeling the music and moving along with it. Having an inspiring music class is all about seeing the children, knowing them, learning them, leading them to make discoveries, finding all the ways that I can to bring out the artistry in them. Almost everything that I do in the music classroom is centered around what I have learned from my master teachers in Ordorfer. I am the local chapter president of the Central California ORF. It's called our local chapter of the American Ordorfer Association. We sponsor workshops every year for local music teachers and people studying music education. And Ordorfer approach is really all about helping each child discover the way in which he or she is musical. I had been very active in community music making in Los Angeles, and when we first came here, I was distraught to see how little elementary music was happening. There were wonderful programs, but a lot of them were expensive and out of the reach of many of the families that I encountered in Central Fresno. Kidmunity Music is a community music organization that my husband and I founded, and we've continued every year to provide over 40 hours of high quality music instruction in the summers, guitar, recorder, percussion, art. We usually have anywhere between 75 and 100 students. We don't turn anyone away because those families desire it and deserve it every bit as much as families that can afford it. If children don't have the opportunity to try these things, they don't discover their own capabilities. So many children come in and are surprised and shocked by the power and the impact and the artistry of what they're able to create with music and art. That lifts them up and makes them realize that their voice matters and that they can be recognized for doing something beautiful. I think that music is one of the things that makes us human. It's fundamental to who we are as beings. Music is something that connects us, and all of the best music requires a community to make it. I tell my students all the time, that feeling that we have, that magic silence in the room at the end of a performance, that is the sound of all of us connecting.